just talking about is like finding people that love doing those parts. But I have such a problem with trust with my online business. I want to do everything. Because I have an image in my head. It's like I want to do the sales page. I want to do the, everything that has to do with this product, this book, this program. I want to do. But I'm such a I know people can write a better sales page than me, but I just don't want to do it. I don't want to have them do it because I
there's multiple layers to that. One of the things that I've always felt and aimed towards, and it's become my reality, is I just want to work with my friends. Because it's like, before we become partners, like I want to have a beer with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to get to know you. I want to know everything about you, not because I'm nosy, but because it's more than a mechanical relationship. We've got to love each other. Does that make sense? We've got to be intimate with each other in a way that it's like, trust is inevitable. It's almost like a marriage. And if right off the bat you don't have that, you can't see that as potential for development, then and there's always a little weird feeling in you, then it's probably not going to work. It's just like trying to marry someone who you're 90% in love with her, but there's just this, it won't work. And you got to find people. I'm really fascinated with this idea. I'm even going to get it tattooed on me. This idea of 4 male archetypes. Almost like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That book?
Yeah, I fucking love it. King, Warrior, Magician. It's amazing because I joke, but I look at my team, the guys that I surround myself with, and it's like, wow, we each fill this thing perfectly. No wonder why we get along really well. So if you know that you're a magician, right? Meaning that when I say magician, someone who's very almost magical with some technical ability. Like Kelly Starr would be like a magician when it comes to picking someone apart and teaching them how to stretch, right? Just a magician in that way. Don't partner with another magician, because then it becomes, you got to also know what archetype lacks in you. If you're a really good magician, but you don't really stand up for yourself, you're not really aggressive, you don't know how to go out there and get clients and so forth, you realize you need a warrior. You need somebody who's got a lot of vigor, piss, and energy, and wants to go out there and support this thing. And you also need someone that's organizational, can kind of like oversee, make sure that all the working parts are together, can make the final word on things. And you also need somebody who keeps it fun and light, and that's a lover. So the way I look at it is, in every way I'm building a team, I'm building relationships, I'm building a family, and that's what I want to work with. If I can't smoke a joint with you, I ain't hanging with you. You're not gonna work with me.
So like you hear all these resources out there, like, oh, you can hire this company to do this for you and do that. I just have problems doing that because they don't know what I'm trying to do.
You're right. I don't know what the situation is there, but like, I hand it over to her because she's my wife, she's my best friend. I can hire someone else. Who's closest to you? Who do you already trust? Your friends, your brothers, find people you already love that can contribute and be fair with them. That's the other thing too, be fair, completely share in that way. It's gonna take a little while because you're a warrior too, so it's like the most difficult thing for the warrior is to open up and be like, first of all, I need help. Oh, that's a hard one. Just admit I need help. That's difficult.
I can learn this stuff.
And then second of all, right, I can figure it out, I can do it, I got it. Well, the sword is like, I'll attack anything. I'll get it done, but you know what, you get tired. And you can't do everything. Wanting help and then having the courage. It really is, it's courage. It sounds almost like, it's a strange kind of courage because it's the type of courage that requires you to be brave enough to yield. Do you see what I'm saying? You've got to be courageous enough to be a pussy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Which basically means I'm opening up and I'm giving this to you. You can kill me right now. You can totally destroy this for me right now. You can screw it up by accident. But still, I'm going to do this. And it requires a lot of courage. You're just gonna have to do it at some point, otherwise.
Because the love you have for that, for me giving this to you to work on this is so high. It's just like you don't understand what this means to me. So it's trust, I'm trusting you to do this for me, but understand what it means to me that I'm going to do that. And I just don't think I haven't found a lot of people that I can stick by.
Yeah, the first step would be you relinquish one thing that your wife could handle, and then you're
She
doing.
does do a lot of stuff, but as far as professional kind of type.
Do you have a lot of clients? How many clients do you have right now?
I have about 5 online clients, personal clients. Yeah.
You know, I'd like to say that I'm lucky, but I think I make a lot of luck. And Chris was an athlete who walked into my gym when I first opened up, him and his friend Byron. I trained them, like they barely had enough money to pay, and I worked out with them and mentored them through those years of trying to get into college and stuff like that. And Chris was so happy to come back once he was done, and almost like begging me. I don't say this, I say this like with my heart. Please, Elliot, like I want to work here. I want to be here with whatever you're doing. And it was like, that was easy. I trust this kid. I've known him for 2 years. I know what kind of character he has. I know he loves this. I know he's competent. Boy, today's my lucky day. And that you might experience that also. Recognize that everybody that you're mentoring at some point may become your best person.